Hey makers, my name is BeezBoy, and today we're diving into the top 10 must-have tools for every modern maker out there. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these tools will elevate your projects to the next level. Now, I get asked all the time, what should I buy first, or what's really essential? And let me tell you, building out your workshop is a journey, not a race. But there are certain pieces of equipment that once you have them, you'll wonder how you ever managed without. These aren't just tools, they're extensions of your creativity, enablers of innovation, and the keys to unlocking complex builds you've only dreamed of. We're talking about the kind of gear that transforms your garage or spare room into a veritable skunkworks, a laboratory of awesome. From digital fabrication wonders that bring your CAD designs to life with astonishing precision, to the trusty hand tools that have been the backbone of making for generations, each item on this list has earned its place. It's about empowering you to tackle a wider range of projects, to iterate faster, and to achieve a level of finish and functionality that will make you incredibly proud. These are the tools that help bridge the gap between imagination and tangible reality. So grab a notebook, maybe a cup of coffee, because we're about to embark on a tour of my favorite, most indispensable workshop companions. I'll be sharing why each one is crucial, what you should look for, and maybe a story or two about how they've saved my bacon on a project or opened up entirely new avenues of making. This isn't just a list, it's a roadmap to building a workshop that can handle almost anything you throw at it. Let's get started. Alright, kicking things off with a true game changer, the 3D printer. If you're not already on board with additive manufacturing, let me tell you, it's time. The ability to design a part on your computer in the morning and have a physical, usable version of it in your hands by the afternoon is nothing short of revolutionary. For rapid prototyping, there's simply nothing like it. You can test fits, clearances, and ergonomic designs with incredible speed, making iteration a breeze rather than a chore. I remember when these machines were the size of refrigerators and cost a fortune. Now, desktop versions are accessible to almost everyone, and the quality just keeps getting better. It's like having a tiny factory on your benchtop, ready to churn out custom components on demand. But it's not just for prototypes. Oh no. 3D printers are fantastic for creating final parts, complex enclosures for your electronics projects, custom jigs and fixtures to aid in other making processes, and even artistic sculptures. The range of materials is constantly expanding too, from standard PLA and PTG to more engineering-grade filaments like ABS, nylon, and even carbon fiber-infused materials. You can print intricate geometries that would be impossible or prohibitively expensive to achieve with traditional manufacturing methods. This tool doesn't just help you make things, it fundamentally changes how you think about making things, opening up design possibilities you might never have considered before. It's an absolute cornerstone of the modern maker's workshop. Next up, let's talk about the beautiful precision of the laser cutter. If the 3D printer is about adding material, the laser cutter is its subtractive cousin, and it's equally indispensable in my book. Imagine being able to cut intricate patterns, detailed inlays, or perfectly dimensioned parts out of materials like wood, acrylic, leather, fabric, and even paper, all with the accuracy of a hair's breadth. That's the power a laser cutter brings to your workshop. It's not just for cutting either. These machines are incredible for engraving. You can etch detailed graphics, text, or textures onto a huge variety of surfaces, adding a level of customization and professional finish that's hard to beat. I use my laser cutter for everything from creating custom enclosures and panels for projects, to making stencils for painting, to crafting intricate decorative pieces. It's fantastic for producing parts that need to fit together perfectly, like press-fit boxes or mechanical assemblies. The speed is also a huge advantage. Once your design is ready, the laser can often cut or engrave parts in a matter of minutes. There's a learning curve, sure, understanding how different materials react to the laser, dialing in your power and speed settings, but the results are so rewarding. It's a tool that blends artistry with engineering, allowing for an incredible range of creative expression. Now, if you need to work with more robust materials or require even greater precision in 3 dimensions, then you need to meet the CNC machine. CNC, or Computer Numerical Control, routers and mills are the workhorses for subtractive manufacturing. Think of it as a robot sculptor. You design your part in CAD software, generate a tool path, and the CNC machine will meticulously carve it out of a block of wood, plastic, aluminum, or even steel. For tasks that are detailed, highly repetitive, or require extreme accuracy, a CNC machine is unparalleled. It takes the guesswork and human error out of complex machining operations. These machines excel at creating anything from custom furniture components and intricate carvings to precision mechanical parts and molds. While a 3D printer builds up layer by layer, a CNC cuts away material, allowing you to work with solid stock and achieve different material properties and surface finishes. There's a certain satisfaction in watching a CNC mill transform a raw block of aluminum into a gleaming, perfectly formed part. Yes, they can be a bit more involved to set up and operate than a laser cutter or 3D printer, with considerations for feeds, speeds, tooling, and work holding, but the capabilities they unlock are immense. For serious fabrication, it's a must-have. Let's shift gears from the big digital fabrication tools to something a little more hands-on but no less essential: the soldering iron. If you plan on doing any kind of electronics work, from simple repairs on your gadgets to building complex custom circuit boards for your projects, a good soldering iron is your best friend. It's the tool that allows you to create strong, reliable electrical connections between components, literally bringing your circuits to life. Without it, the world of microcontrollers, sensors, LEDs, and all the other fun electronic bits remains largely inaccessible. It's the gateway to a whole universe of interactive projects. Now, not all soldering irons are created equal. You'll want one with adjustable temperature control, as different components and types of solder require different heat levels. A good selection of tips for various tasks, from fine point tips for surface mount devices to chisel tips for larger connections, is also incredibly useful. And don't forget the accessories. Good quality solder, I prefer leaded for most hobby work with proper ventilation of course, flux to help the solder flow and make clean joints, a brass sponge or wet sponge for cleaning your tip, and a sturdy stand. Learning to solder properly is a fundamental skill, and the satisfaction of a perfect, shiny solder joint is one of a maker's simple pleasures. Following closely on the heels of the soldering iron is another indispensable tool for anyone venturing into electronics: the multimeter. This amazing device is your window into the invisible world of electricity. It allows you to measure key electrical properties like voltage, current, and resistance, which are absolutely crucial for understanding what's happening in your circuits. Is that battery dead? Is there a short circuit somewhere? Is this resistor the correct value? Your multimeter will tell you. It's the first thing I grab when an electronics project isn't behaving as expected. Think of it as a diagnostic tool for your circuits. You can use it to check for continuity, ensuring that your connections are solid and that electricity can flow where it's supposed to. You can measure the voltage levels at different points in your circuit to make sure components are getting the power they need. You can measure current to see how much power your project is drawing. Modern digital multimeters are incredibly versatile, often including features like capacitance measurement, transistor testing, and even temperature probes. Learning to use a multimeter effectively is a foundational skill that will save you countless hours of frustration when troubleshooting. It's an absolute must-have, no question. Now, if you're getting serious about electronics, especially with microcontrollers, digital signals, or anything involving frequencies and waveforms, the multimeter will eventually hit its limits. That's where the oscilloscope comes in. An oscilloscope, or scope for short, takes things to a whole new level by allowing you to electrical signals as they change over time. Instead of just seeing a single number like a multimeter gives you, a scope draws a graph of the signal's voltage versus time, showing you the actual shape of the waveform. This is incredibly powerful for debugging more complex issues. Is your sensor outputting a clean signal, or is it noisy? Is that PWM signal actually doing what you programmed it to do? Are the timings correct in your digital communication bus? An oscilloscope can answer these questions definitively. You can see glitches, measure frequencies and duty cycles with precision, and really understand the dynamic behavior of your circuits. For a long time, oscilloscopes were bulky, expensive pieces of lab equipment. But like 3D printers, more affordable and compact USB scopes and benchtop models are now within reach of the serious hobbyist. It's a steeper learning curve than a multimeter for sure, but the insights it provides are invaluable for tackling advanced electronics projects. Chapter 7. The workhorse, your power drill. Let's step back into the realm of more traditional tools for a moment, but one that is absolutely fundamental to almost any making project: the power drill. It might seem obvious, but a good power drill is a true workshop workhorse. Its primary job, of course, is drilling holes in wood, metal, plastic, you name it. But it's also indispensable for driving screws, which is a massive part of assembly for countless projects. Whether you're building furniture, assembling an enclosure, or mounting components, you'll be reaching for your drill constantly. It's one of those tools that, once you have a good one, you'll use it for more things than you can imagine. You'll want to consider whether a corded or cordless drill is right for you. Cordless drills offer incredible portability and convenience, while corded drills generally offer more consistent power for heavy-duty tasks. Personally, I have both. A good set of drill bits for different materials is essential, as are various driver bits for different types of screws. Many modern drills also have features like adjustable clutches to prevent over-tightening screws, variable speed triggers for precise control, and even hammer functions for drilling into masonry. Don't skimp on a quality drill. It will serve you well for years and make a huge range of tasks faster and easier. Chapter 8. Detail and Finesse, the rotary tool. For all those intricate, detailed tasks where a larger tool just won't fit or offer the necessary finesse, we turn to the rotary tool. Think Dremel or similar. This compact, high-speed handheld wonder is like a miniature workshop all in itself, thanks to the incredible variety of available attachments and accessories. It can cut, grind, sand, polish, carve, engrave, and route, all with remarkable precision. When you need to deburr a freshly cut metal edge, sand a delicate curve on a small wooden part, cut off a bolt in a tight space, or engrave a tiny detail, the rotary tool is your go-to. I find myself reaching for my rotary tool constantly for those finishing touches that can elevate a project from good to great. It's perfect for model making, jewelry work, cleaning up 3D prints, modifying existing parts, and so much more. The key is the vast array of bits, tiny grinding stones, cutting wheels, sanding drums, polishing buffs, engraving cutters. The list goes on. A flex shaft attachment can also be incredibly useful, allowing for even greater control and maneuverability, almost like holding a pen. It's a tool that rewards a delicate touch and patience, but its versatility for fine work is unmatched. Chapter 9. The Unsung Heroes Clamps. Now I want to talk about some unsung heroes of the workshop: clamps. Yes, clamps. It might sound mundane, but let me tell you, you can never have too many clamps, and having the right clamp for the job can make the difference between a successful project and a frustrating mess. Clamps are essentially your extra set of hands, or multiple sets of hands, holding your workpieces securely and precisely while you drill, saw, glue, solder, or assemble. They ensure accuracy, prevent parts from shifting, and free up your own hands to focus on the task at hand. Without good clamping, you're just making life harder for yourself. There's a staggering variety of clamps out there, each designed for specific purposes. You've got your F-style clamps and C-clamps for general-purpose holding power, bar clamps for larger glue-ups, spring clamps for quick, light-duty tasks, band clamps for irregular shapes, and corner clamps for making perfect right angles. I recommend starting with a good assortment of sizes and types and then adding more specialized clamps as your projects demand them. Seriously, every time I think I have enough clamps, I find a situation where just one more, of just the right kind, would be perfect. They are fundamental to good workmanship. Chapter 10. Protect Thyself Essential Safety Gear. Finally, and most importantly, let's talk about safety gear. This isn't just a tool, it's a non-negotiable part of being a maker. All the amazing tools we've discussed can cause serious harm if not used with respect and proper precautions. Your safety gear is what stands between you and potential injury, allowing you to continue making awesome things for years to come. We're talking about safety glasses or goggles to protect your eyes from flying debris, dust, and chemical splashes. I never even walk into my workshop without eye protection on. Gloves are crucial for protecting your hands from cuts, burns, and chemicals, choosing the right type for the task. And then there's hearing protection, especially when using loud tools like routers, saws, or even hammering. Prolonged exposure to loud noise will damage your hearing permanently. Respirators or dust masks are vital when working with materials that produce fine dust, like wood or MDF, or when using paints, solvents, or other chemicals that create harmful fumes. It's not about being overly cautious. It's about being smart and respecting the risks inherent in working with powerful tools and various materials. Developing good safety habits from the very beginning is one of the best investments you can make in your making career. Your well-being is paramount. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 must-have tools for the modern maker, at least in my humble opinion. From the digital fabrication magic of 3D printers and laser cutters, to the essential electronics gear, and the trusty workshop staples, each of these tools plays a vital role in bringing your creative visions to life. Building out your toolkit is an incredibly rewarding process, and each new addition opens up a whole new world of possibilities for what you can create. Don't feel like you need to rush out and buy everything at once. Start with what makes sense for the projects you're passionate about right now, and build from there. The journey of a maker is one of constant learning, experimentation, and refinement, and your tools are your partners on that journey. Learn to use them well, learn to maintain them, and most importantly, learn to use them safely. The satisfaction of building something with your own hands, of solving a problem with a clever design, or of mastering a new skill is truly unparalleled. I hope this list has given you some good food for thought, whether you're just starting to equip your first workspace or looking to expand an already well-loved shop. So, get out there, start tinkering, start building, and start making. The world needs more makers, more creators, more people who aren't afraid to get their hands dirty and turn ideas into reality. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more tips and tricks. Happy making!